Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. If you resonate with the title and or the thumbnail, this is the perfect reading for you, delivered at the perfect time, courtesy of the universe through the language of synchronicity. This is a timely reading, so if you're watching it at this time, it's the perfect time for you. But if it's been a while since I posted this, what was going on back then, that could give you further clarity now. This is also general collective reading, so take what works for you and just leave the rest. From the bottom of the deck, we have the underlying energy for the entire reading. And we have disappointment in love. So this is talking about the cups represent love, and quite often romantic love, but it could be love of family members or, of friends or that type of energy, or pets, whatever. This energy can also represent something that you love to do or be, like your profession or whatever. We do have this official marriage card here, so it could be some more romantic love, but let's take a look at it. So we have 3 cups here, and so this person is very disappointed. Now this could be, if it's not about romantic love, this could be 3 projects that you started, or businesses, or something like that. Something you tried to get started up, and it didn't work out. And the universe is saying, well, give it one more go. And you're like, no, thank you. I don't want to have to go through all that work and then be all disappointed again. But maybe you were just ahead of your time, or you just need to tweak it a little bit, and it would be, if it's really meant for you to do, if you love to do it, then you may as well give it one more chance. You've probably learned from what's happened in the past. So every time that it fails, it's actually not a failure. It's a learning lesson, a learning curve. And this could also be someone in your romantic life, or in, just anyone that you love, that you've given 3 chances to, and they're asking for a 4th chance, and you're like, no, 3 strikes, you're out. In romantic love, this could represent someone that stepped out, was having an affair, and there was a 3rd party involvement. And sometimes this could even represent a pregnancy that came out of that, but not connected to you. So there's, a disappointment for sure. And so let's see what happens here. We have competition. So this card is the only card in the deck that shows adolescents fighting like this. And this card is talking about immature competition. It's my Mean Girls card. Think of narcissistic cheerleaders, and they're at a competition, and they can see that the other team clearly won, but they want to win that trophy. So they are like absolutely determined to win it no matter what. And if they don't succeed, their mothers will pull strings behind the scenes so that they do. A more mature approach would be to learn from the competition. If they're doing something that you can't do, that your team can't do, that you learn from it, and you, get better. And so you and your team work on that, so the next time you come out, you're even a stronger team. And all you have to do is be 1% better every time you go out there, and it adds up really quick, especially if everyone on the team has that attitude. It's better to be inspired and learn from the competition than to be upset by it. And this is talking about the pages. So the Page of Wands, the pages, first let's talk about the pages. They work for the king and queen from a very young age. Some as young as 7 to 14 years of age. You have to remember that back then there was, life expectancy was about half of what it is now. So people went to work early. And their job, it would be a really big coup for them to get a job in the palace, because it would be a top level job. Their main goal, task would be to deliver messages and run errands, etc., and learn the ropes, of how the protocols of the royalty. And if they were still there when they were around 21, they might be considered for knighthood, as long as they could afford a horse. So this is talking about communication and information coming in, And each of the pages has their own element. This is the element of fire, just like this here. So the the wands are made of wood because wood feeds fire. And it's also coming from a tree, so that represents the deep roots of the ancestors, and the offshoots representing the branches that are the descendants. Now this young guy has a feather in his cap, and he's really dressed to the nines, and the pyramids in the background talk about how much he loves adventure and, you know, just knowledge for the sake of learning. And, you know, meeting new people and like really enthusiastic energy. The one thing about the Page of Wands is that you have to watch with him, because as you can see, he is looking up to his wand and he really admires it. So quite often his information might not be 100%, because he quite often has his mind on other things because he's thinking with his little head. Now the communication can be an energy of, because the passion he has is, this could be saying that you get some information and you feel passionate like you did when you were younger. It doesn't mean you have to be younger. And also in the old days, this would always be a male, but this could be a female coming in with the energy these days. And the information and energy is not necessarily going to come in person. In fact, it's likely to come in by a phone call or a text message, maybe an email, or something like a letter or something that arrives in the post. And this energy also can represent, you know, maybe you're on social media and you get a message on there, or you see an event, you go to it, and then you meet someone in person because you attend the event and there's someone, woo, and you know, sparks fly, that type of energy. And so this could represent also online dating. And it's always a good idea if you're wanting to keep up with the times and get information, because there's the wands quite often represent entrepreneurship, you know, career, business, passion for that type of energy as well. And if you pay attention to what's happening at the top of the pyramid, that can really benefit you, because whatever's happening at the top is going to trickle down, and you could maybe catch trends before other people do. You know, that would inspire you, maybe even in your competitions, if it's a sporting event, or even you know, like say if it's you're an entrepreneur and you want to find a really good idea to put out there. This card here, the Four of Wands, is talking about being passionate about love, like romantic love, and sometimes it can be like this. It represents marriage a lot of times. A lot of people consider this to be the official marriage card of tarot. But it also can mean partnerships and commitment. So it could be a partner in business or some commitment that you're making other than marriage. This is saying that you're well on your way to having a fulfilling lifestyle, a fulfilling life. And basically what this means is you have the down payment for the castle, but you still have to make the mortgage payments. And maybe you popped the question and the person said yes, or someone asked you and you said yes, and now you are planning the wedding, and then you have to put energy into the relationship to have that ultimate fulfillment. And then we have this energy here of the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is representing health, wealth, and happiness. Pentacles are about money as well. Of course, in the 3D world, if you don't have money, you're not going to be living the lifestyle that you want. But you could have all the money in the world and not be living the lifestyle you want. So this is about lifestyle above just you know, having material goods. And so the king, he's very respected by a lot of others. He's considered to be someone who is very good at business. And he, quite often, this could represent someone that has a lot of knowledge about how the financial systems work. Like this could represent, you know, someone that works in the banking industry, someone that would be higher up. This could be financial advisors, insurance salesmen, like wealth management, that type of energy. They would be someone that would be higher up, like a partner in an established firm at this level. And this could also represent like the head financial advisor of a large corporation, and possibly an entrepreneur that's really, really doing well. Maybe this could be also real estate for sure, because the pentacles represent the element of earth. And so this could be, land developers, and, if it's a real estate agent, they would be someone that is, in the higher levels of selling $1 million properties, etc. Someone who's well established. And this could represent stockbrokers as well as mortgage brokers, because think about all the minerals that are in the earth that are on the stock market, that type of energy. So the King of Pentacles has all these grapes on his robe. And in tarot, grapes represent something that's a luxury item, because grapes are hard to grow. And so if someone is able to do that, then they're considered highly respected for that ability in the business world. And then we have the Four of Swords. This card's been coming up a lot in my readings at this time. A lot of people are stressed a little, and they want to put their mind to rest, like wrestling with problems by overthinking and getting caught in thinking loops. So this represents someone that is taking a time out here. They want to put their mind to rest, and they've got like this, they're either in prayer or meditation. It looks like a stained glass window here. This stained glass window has the word Pax on it, and it's representing peace of mind. And the energy here, the swords are the element of air, and they are representing your mental intelligence and discipline of your mind. And he has hung 3 swords on the wall here, and these quite often can represent your subconscious mind, which is formed by the time you're about 5, 6, 7 years of age. If you think about it, you probably don't remember very much about your early childhood, for sure, when you were a baby. So but the subconscious mind is heavily imprinted on us by the environment. When we're a baby, think about how much a baby learns just in the first year alone. So this energy is heavily imprinted, and it's really the values and the thoughts of the people that are in charge of your care. Yet when we get stressed out and or we get excited or whatever, when we're triggered, we tend to rely on the subconscious mind, which is actually more about the thoughts of the people that were in charge of your care when you were young, because you probably don't remember it and they have to tell you. And I mean, they might do a pretty good job and be accurate about who you were, but it's not as accurate as your conscious mind. So your unconscious mind would be your spiritual needs, the soul. And a lot of people will say, I'm a human being with a soul, but from the soul's perspective, you are a soul traveling in a human body as your vehicle for being on the planet here, navigating through the earth. And this, if this energy, like if the soul is not satisfied, it can become very loud and cause conflict within the mind. And be, so that if the subconscious and the unconscious and the conscious mind are all integrated together, the conscious mind would be, for example, yesterday I went to a meeting at 2 o'clock, it lasted till 3. These were the 3 key points. I came home and made supper, and you have perfect memory of it. You can tell people about it. It's coming from your thoughts, how you felt about it, etc. So that's talking about the conscious mind. So if the conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind are integrated and congruent with each other, then you have peace of mind. And that these swords are double-edged. So one edge represents your logic, and the other represents your intuition. If you use your logic and your intuition and meditate and pray, quiet your mind and feel with your heart, that's when you start having creative solutions using both sides of the sword. And look then you're happy. Then you have the 10 of Cups coming in. So this is good. So this could represent someone that's passionate about you, or you're passionate about them, or both. And you've begun a relation, maybe you just got married. And this could be after the disappointment. You've learned from it and quieted your mind, and now maybe you're really kind of feeling vulnerable about giving another chance to this. But the universe and God are saying, give it another chance, you deserve love. It would be sad if you just sat here and never had love in your life again. It's hard sometimes to heal your heart when you've been disappointed, but you can do it by opening up in this way. And then this is talking about having the promise of everything that you want here. And, like the happy couple with the children and the home. And it's talking about being overall happy and in love and loving where you are, what you do, your career and your home life and your business life. And, then we have this card coming in. So the devil is here. So this could be talking about this is what you thought you had, maybe. And then it turned out that it was this instead. Maybe that's talking about this whole thing, the disappointment here. Just you'll know if this is your reading, which way it's going. This is not, this could be different directions for different people, depending past, present, and future. So the devil energy is talking about temptation. So it looks like there was some sort of competition in this passion energy. And it looks like maybe you thought you had this and then you didn't, and so you're disappointed. So let's just keep going here and see. This represents temptation. These two people are yoked to each other and they're chained to Saturn's box, and the devil's crouched between them. This position represents like basic animal instinct, and that this is lust, not love. So this could have been that was your relationship. It was actually maybe one of the people felt like they thought it was love and everything they wanted, but the other person was only interested in that side of it, and it wasn't so much this love energy but more about lust. Or someone could have stepped out in a relationship here. That type of energy. In business, it could represent a partner that, because we have this energy here, it could represent a partner that was not on the up and up with you with the business. I always cover this card because I want to see what minion does the devil send in, what is it about, or does God put a stop to it? And we have here, it's talking about having, instead of this, having, like this kind of energy, instead of being in this energy, being in this. So it's saying that after this happened, you still had a strong foundation for making money. This card is actually talking about the 3 levels of making money. This is safe money, and this is your heart's desires, and this is your crown and glory. So it's saying you do have a strong foundation because you learned a lot from this experience, if it was a business or whatever, and maybe from the 3 times you attempted to launch something or whatever. But you now have your back to the city. So this is saying you might need to leave your comfort zone to be able to move forward, and maybe even change locations, go somewhere maybe where there's more people for your business, or where you can, change something about it. This is talking about in the past, possibly you were afraid to take calculated risks. And, it's always a good idea to consult with a financial advisor if you're going to take any risk in finances. But sometimes they'll tell you, sometimes you have to, if you want to make more money, you have to, if you want to go to the next level, you have to take some calculated risks. And just check, check it with someone who's an expert, and, don't walk away from opportunities if they're available to you. And this is also talking about, so sometimes playing small, or selling yourself short. Like maybe you are way better than you think you are, and you're charging less for your services than you should be, that type of energy. We have the King of Cups coming in with a cup of love. So I love how the readings go. So the King of Cups is someone who is out in the middle of the water here, and rough water like this in tarot represents like volatile emotions and chaos, like chaotic energy around you. But he's totally calm. He's learned, the King of Cups is the most stable of all the kings. When he offers a cup of love, it's stable. Like he's someone that doesn't offer a cup of love unless he, feels love. And this is the energy of being really calm in the water here. He's got his right foot forward. He wants to step forward, but he's waiting because perhaps maybe the King of Cups could be you, and you're interested in someone, and they've been through something like this, and now they are healing from it, and you're afraid they won't take your offer. Or it could be vice versa. And so the King of Cups is very patient. When he's in love, he'll wait until the time is right before he offers his cup, so that he makes sure that he gets the right answer, yes. And so this at the same time, this can be saying that after meditating, this energy that you realize this is what you want when you were sitting under the tree here. You do deserve love, and you do. So this is awesome. And that you have a strong enough foundation that you can move forward, and, whether that be with business or love or both. And there's someone who's got their eye on you, or you have your eye on someone, and you would love to have this with them. And yeah, if you get out of this mental prison, and I feel like this energy, this really looks like what's happening here is this person is the person the King of Cups wants to offer the cup of love to. And he's been watching from afar, watching the healing process, because whatever happened here was really challenging. But he is watching and just ready to get up at a moment's notice. And I feel like she had a lot more water here when this energy started. This is a mental prison because there's nothing physically keeping her here. She just is, this is about being duty bound and not being able to, she doesn't want to see what really happened, and she doesn't want to have to face the pain of what happened. So she's just standing there, and I feel sometimes that the water represents her tears. And she has all of these, of these 8 swords, she has 7 of them standing behind her now. So she may have put those thoughts behind her and worked through them. And now she only has this one here, and this is her deciding, okay, maybe the king has proposed, and she's deciding, should I take his offer or not? She's scared because she's been hurt in the past, and she doesn't want to make a mistake. And you see her right foot is standing on dry ground here. So this is representing she's already taken a step forward and ready to pick up the sword and let go of that, cut through that, her ties, and be able to move forward. Her left foot is still in a puddle, but it's very shallow. Now, I'm not saying her emotions are shallow, but there's way less emotion here. So she's better able to make strong choices. And sometimes this energy, you see how she's leaving the castle in the back there? And sometimes this energy can talk about leaving or the thoughts of other people behind her back, basically. And just moving forward and saying, okay, I'm going to move forward in this way. I feel like she's going to say yes to the king. Let's see. The tower hits. So when a tower hits, quite often, this is a reality check. I feel this is her breakthrough moment. When the tower represents energy that's very uncomfortable because it's feeling like it comes out of nowhere, but your intuition has probably been telling you something's in the background here, you need to look at it. If you want to ever have love again, you have to figure out what's holding you back, or you have to cut through these ties. And I feel for her, this reality check, these people, lightning has hit the tower and it's now on fire, and she has to, one of these people is shocked and the other one isn't. So there could have been some infidelity or something in the relationship. And this is about the other person having to face what they did, and her being able to heal from it so that she can move forward. And this reality check of sitting under this tree, maybe she sat under that tree for a few years now in disappointment, and is realizing, the only way that I'm going to have love in my life is if I and get what I deserve is if I step away from this energy, and meditation and prayer is the fastest way to get there. So I do feel like this is talking about her healing energy, and perhaps with the other energy, the person that was cheating or whatever, they have to deal with whatever shift they have to deal with. And so it might be different for them. But for her, I feel like she's ready to move forward. And so this is really good. Going from the bottom to the top and back down again, we have, a struggle, like some sort of competition. And maybe you've been in competition with someone and you don't even know it. That can happen, kind of like you thought that you were with someone that was in this energy, and they were actually in this energy. And so, in the end, you still have a strong enough foundation to be able to move forward, because we can always learn from our mistakes. And yeah, it's really disappointing, but everybody, anyone who ever decides that they want to tackle something new, you're not going to be perfect at it, and you're going to make mistakes, and that's part of the journey of life. People who never make mistakes are people that never take honest chances to elevate their position. And so the King of Cups, I feel this is someone that's been in the background and knows about what was going on and is waiting for you to come to this reality of, hey, say yes to me. I want to give you what you want here. And I can make your lifestyle is going to be way better with me than if you're alone. And she is, I feel, going to now step out of this prison after doing a lot of meditation and prayer, and possibly, isolating herself for a while. And sometimes this can represent the energy of someone working on their career and their business instead, while they're healing their heart. And this can be like really powerful energy, highly motivating to do really well in business. If you turn, if you had a situation where there was a lot of drama in your love life, and then all of a sudden you don't have that around you anymore, this can really represent an energy of pouring all of that into your career, and it can work out really well for a lot of people. All right, so if this is good for you and you're leaving off this reading here, thank you for your time and energy. Give it a like and comment if you've enjoyed it. It really does help me to build my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm going to clarify for those of you who want clarification. Whoa, okay, so this card wants to come out. So this is this oracle is Tales from the Vector, and I started it in 2007. In 2020, I completed 64 paintings. The paintings are on my website, talesfromthevector.com. This is the numbers on these cards represent the paintings in the order they appear in the gallery. So I'll list them in the description box below in the order they appear here, so you know which paintings to look for. They say a painting paints 1,000 words, so maybe it'll give you further clarity in your situation. So we have lack of awareness here, and so never underestimate the power of willful ignorance. This comes up a lot with this card, because, and I, after doing a lot of readings over the past 6 months, like every day for this channel, I have come to the conclusion that for sure love is blind. There's no doubt about it. We don't, lack of awareness is a karmic space. We don't want to see things about people we love that we don't want to see. And so it takes us sometimes a little bit longer to come around to accepting, okay, it's not what you thought it was. We have the Hermit energy, which is very similar to this. The hermit isolates themselves, goes up to the top of the mountain until the lantern is full of the light of the North Star. And then when it's full of the North Star represents your destined path, what you came here, what God put you on earth basically to get done. That is, then they come down from the mountain after meditating and praying and getting clarity, and take action. And then we have the Lovers here. So I do feel that you have a new passion now exuberance, for having love in your life again. Congratulations. It can be challenging to heal from past situations, but really this card, the Lovers, is about choice. And so you can choose to love or not to have love in your life again, and you can choose which partners you want to be with. And with every relationship, we do learn, hopefully, from them. As long as you keep learning from it, you're going to do better the next time. And then this is talking about a transition coming in for sure. And I mean, if you're single for a long time, here's the official marriage card. This energy, I feel this is talking about this energy here, because we have it twice here. And look at this, we have the Magician on top. So this is the Magician. This could be representing, there could have been some sort of energy here of dark magic, or this can represent, because it is an energetic upgrade, if it was dark magic being used, then it wouldn't be an energetic upgrade. So I feel that when you stayed on your chosen path, and maybe there was some sort of energy of being directed your way from behind, but all you can do is stay on your path and do your best to be the best person you can be, and just keep moving forward. And I feel that's what you did, because you're manifesting at a high level now. And this is talking about being a star. So you were meant to shine, and you've decided, I'm going to shine. I'm moving forward. I deserve love in my life. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have a good lifestyle. Look at all, these are all vertical cards, except for this one over here with the disappointment so far. And this is talking, the vertical cards in tarot represent the maestros of the deck. And on top of this, we have having the courage to be able to face the energy that was coming your way, and being strong in that energy, so that you know, you did what was you went and you took time to meditate, pray, and ask the divine, the Most High, what do I need to do to be able to step forward? And it's to overcome this energy here. It's saying that then you're on a foolhardy journey. So foolhardy is just saying that now you can anticipate the future, because this energy is coming in as like and it's all the only card that came up as a horizontal card is this lack of awareness. You've learned a lot from this journey, and you can anticipate having a good future. You needed this reality check. Well, you know, then a lot of times, I mean, when you're in the middle of a tower, it never feels good for either side. But on either side, whatever happens, it really is that when the truth comes out, it's better for everybody in the end. It doesn't feel like it sometimes. But you can anticipate moving forward in a strong way, and being, you know, with someone that actually really does love you. Awesome. I do hope you've enjoyed this. Give it a like and comment if you have, and consider subscribing to my channel if you resonate. Bye for now.